My name is Prooph Munyanya. I'm a journalist by profession with over a decade in the media fraternity and over 2 years in the banking sector. But tonight I'm going to be talking to you about Mabala Medical Services, dental and general practice. This is basically about me. Next slide. All right, we have done a market research and we found a problem in the market. I want to believe quite a number of you will be able to concur with me that many a times you go to a dental practice, your conventional dental practice is going to bring you X-ray films like that where they have to explain to you, but at some point you don't even understand what that is because that's more medical. And our approach to this problem is basically to use high-tech technology to allow you to be able to see your teeth in real time. And then you can be able to make an informed decision of why you need to get your teeth cleaned. Next slide, please. Our solution to the problem, as I alluded earlier on, basically this is what we know of tooth decay. We talk about calculus, we talk about deformity, but these things we don't know how they look like. So basically our technology that we are employing will be able to show you all of this. Clearly you can see the before and after. All right, so we have done a market research. Our competitors, they are around about 36 dental practices in the Rongo region alone, and 13 in Swakopmund, where we are currently situated, with over 148 general practices in the Rongo, and then 36 in Swakopmund, where we are situated. The population size of Rongo alone is 240,206. We are situated in Swakopmund, where we have 75,921. This is the census that was done for 2023. And over this market that we have saved over 200 patients. That makes up 0.26%. And within the Rongo region, we have 242,205 people with medical aid. Next slide, please. And our marketing strategy is to use social media more to talk about the products and services that we offer at Mabala Medical Services. We are going to use influencers. That will take up 60% of that, and then 10% will go into radio advertising. The medical fraternity is restricted in terms of marketing and advertising. So we are going to sponsor a healthy segment where doctors will be able to go to the studio and talk about certain common illnesses that affect the community. And then we are going to do printed materials. These are posters and flyers that will be distributed in the community and in strategic places. Word of mouth, and then free blood checkups and glucose tests and outreach. Next slide, please. Our unique value proposition is to basically strengthen and broaden our services. We aim to establish a pharmacy within the same building where we are operating. This addition will position Mabala Medical Services as a go-to provider for a full spectrum of all medical needs. We're going to do telemedicine. Next slide, please. Financial projection. From March, we started with our operations in March 2024, where we are offering only dental services, and we have generated over 300,000. And our projection is to say by from November 2024 to October 2025, we are looking at generating 2.4 million. That is in a space of 1 year. Next slide, please. Traction. Our medical practice, like I alluded earlier on, we have been operating since March and offering mostly on the dental practice, where we have generated over 300,000. We have seen 200 patients. Honest equity, that is money that I pumped in the business. We couldn't secure a loan from angel investors here and from the banks. So we invested over 700,000 on equipment, renovation and furniture, 158,000 on transport and accommodation, because I had to drive back and forth between Windhoek and Swakopmund to make sure everything is done up until to where the business is. We have invested over 50,000 on marketing and branding We have 3 hectares of land in Katima Mulilo, which we intend to build a state-of-the-art private hospital where most of these services are going to be put in. Katima is a gateway to Central Africa, and that means we'll be able to cater for medical attention, not only for people in Katima, but for the neighboring countries, that is Zambia, Angola, Zimbabwe, and Botswana. These people get to come to Windhoek for medical attention, and we don't want them to spend so much money. Rather, they go to Katima and receive this. Next slide, please. Basically, meet our team. That is me on the other side, Dr. Vistorina. She started in Cuba. She has 2 years experience. Gideon, the dental assistant with 6 months experience. Mariana Keno, medical receptionist with 7 years experience. And then we have our support system. That's Dr. Zulu, a therapist with over 20 years of experience. We have Dr. Vera Ushona. She's in here with us, over 15 years of experience. We have Ms. Keino Haipinge, a medical physicist with 5 years experience. We have Dr. Richard Milinga, a medical doctor with over 7 years of experience. Next slide, please. Investment required. We seek a financial assistance of 1 million for 10% equity. This funding will be broken down to that. So the purchase of medical equipment, that will take 100,000. 6 months operational cost, that will cost us over 300,000. And then because we couldn't secure a loan for the startup, we accumulated some dates in the process from March, where we started to operate, to date. So some of the money will be to settle, to clear off the dates. And then the setting up of a pharmacy is going to take 250,000. So that makes up 1 million. Next slide, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. As I said, very charismatic. Thank you. Any questions? 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. I can just leave the mic in this room.
Yes, good evening. That was a very exceptional presentation. I would just like to find out, can you tell me your corporate social responsibilities, number 1? And I would also like to know, do you offer any internship opportunities at your practice? Thank you.
Good evening, thank you. I just have 2 questions. The first one, how do you plan on doing your outreach services? And the second one, you indicated that you are a journalist, you are a communication specialist. Why did you choose to do business in medical fraternity? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I just wanted to introduce myself. Actually, I'm the principal officer for the Institute of Property Valuers in Namibia. Yeah, just so you know who I am, actually. Sorry. Yeah. So for not saying that earlier. Yeah. So I just wanted to find out, sir. I like the confidence.
Thank you.
Oh, my name is Maugono Kahindi. Maugono Kahindi. Actually. So I like your confidence.
Thank you.
And I think you brought a gift. You're very enthusiastic. It's a gift. Yeah. I like that. It's very impressive. I just wanted to find out, what are you obsessed with and passionate about? I saw on the slide you did mention your passions. You just said it went by quickly. I didn't get the chance to go through your passions, but I actually wanted to hear from you actually. What are you passionate about and obsessed with? That's the first question. Second question is, what is telemedicine? You mentioned it, but didn't explain what it is. And also, actually, it's not a question. I'm impressed by the fact that you said Katima is a gateway to Africa, goes to Botswana and Zambia. Actually, it's actually a really good point you made. It gives a lot of credibility to your business because of the location. And then the last question is the land. Who owns it? The 3 hectares, and what type of ownership is it? Like freehold or is it leasehold? Like, what's the ownership on that 3 hectares of land? Yeah, that's it.
All right. Can I please answer the first 3? Yes. Am I audible enough? No. All right. I wanted to use my voice. I thought I had a beautiful voice. Okay. All right. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Highly appreciated. I appreciate the questions. What is our corporate social responsibility? Given the fact that we just started with our operations this year, the plan is to do more outreach, to go to old age homes. Our elders are many a times neglected, dropped in the homes. While we come, we go wherever we go to go and chill, not worried about our parents. So our corporate social responsibility it actually gets to answer your next question to say we offer internship opportunity. Yes, the plan is to have a lot of nurses with us that we can be able to deploy in the community to be able to assist our elders in these old age homes. And in addition to that, I just answered your first questions. Yes, of course, we offer internship. Gideon started as an intern, and along the way, as Gideon was doing internship, there was somebody that was previously working there as a dental assistant. The doctor preferred to work more with Gideon because of how his efficiency, what he learned, where he's coming from school, and the way he conducts himself, the reviews. So Gideon came in as an intern, and we ended up giving him a job. So we have created how many jobs in our first year of operation? I don't know if I've answered all your questions. The next question was okay. I know. Okay, no, she asked a question. Oh yes, I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist by profession. Like I alluded earlier on, with over 10 years, a decade in the diverse media fraternity. I've worked for radio. I have worked for print. I have worked for television. This allows me more research. I learned about my mother was diagnosed with cancer in 2019. Very emotional, very touching. When I learned about that, I took time to do research on the medical fraternity to understand what is it that Prooph can be able to do to form part of the team that are fighting cancer, because that is everybody's problem. It affects all of us. So in the process, I grew interest into the medical fraternity, and I thought, you know what? Let me rather start with a medical practice and be able to open up laboratories in the long run, so that we can be able to join hands and fight cancer. All right, telemedicine. Basically what happens is, if in an event where something happens now, we don't have an ambulance outside with paramedics, would want to talk to somebody, or perhaps maybe at home, you are unable to go to the hospital to go and see a doctor. Usually you call a doctor. Doctor will be able to tell you to say, do this and do this and do this. So that's where that's telecommunication medicine. You would find sometimes there are people on a vessel and they need a medical officer's opinion on certain things. So they are going to communicate to people on the land, and then a doctor will be able to give a prescription. Usually there is, of course, a first aid kit in the vessel. They're going to say, okay, if this is what is happening, can you please give this person this and this and this. Basically, the whole purpose of telemedicine is to be able to stabilize a patient before they get to a medical practice. So basically that's pretty much the same like first aid, but it's done telephonically. The land. You asked how did I acquire the land? Land, okay, it's 4 kilometers outside town. When you're coming from the airport, for those that have been to Katima, you should visit it this holiday. You are going to like it. I'll give you mangoes. There are mangoes there. All right, so the land is 4 kilometers outside town, which is actually the direction that the town is growing into. So I managed to go to traditional authority. I went to go sit on a mat. Where I come from, you need to sit, humble yourself, and tell the people why you need the land, what are you going to use the land for. So after telling them all of this, they looked at me, they're like, but you were just born yesterday. I was like, yeah, I was born yesterday, but I was raised by you people. You have confidence in me that I can be able to put up something of this nature. So the land is not for sale. However, the land is given to bring about such development to Katima Mulilo. What they are looking at the most is job creation and to cut out the cost. Because from here to Katima, we are talking about 1,200 kilometers. So instead of somebody having to come here to receive medical attention, being on the bus, actually as we speak, my mom is on the bus from Katima, coming here to come and do her checkup, her cancer checkups. So I want to cut that. I don't want my mother to be on the road because I cannot afford a plane ticket. Even if I can afford that, what about other people that cannot afford? So to cut out all of this, this hospital will bring people back home. She has to come here. Lucky enough, she has me. There's somebody on the same bus that is coming here, and they don't have any relative to go and visit them. This type of disease, this type of illnesses are very emotional. They need somebody to be there to support. So to cut out all of this, rather build a hospital at home. People can be able to receive their medical attention closer by. I don't know whether I've answered your question.